In conclusion, of course, we'd like to recognize Easy Boxing, Blue Media, Rhapsodies, Supreme Pictures, and of course, Fight TV. Moving on next to the next part of the evening, this one is an international super lightweight contest. The boxers are now making their ring walk. First to make his ring walk, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome to the blue corner, Temirzhan, the gentleman, Baimolda. And it's opening to fight out of the red corner. Make welcome Waliu, Arogundade.
I'm just on my own. Oh, why though? So that man is faster. He's only 24
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges who is over this power concession from Shewa Tesoya and she Joe. Everybody bow your all. And now enters in the box aspects fighting out of the blue corner. You can see with fighting record of 3 fights, 3 wins, all 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Astana, Kazakhstan. Make welcome, second time around in Nigeria, fighting in Lagos. Temirzhan, the gentleman, Baimolda. That is definitely fighting out of the red corner in green and red trunks. Comes in fighting out of Lagos, Nigeria, with a record of 8 fights, no win, 8 losses. Former national super lightweight title challenger, presenting Waliu, Arogundade. Retire or lifer with his instructions to the boxers. My name is Baimolda. I want you guys to think at all times. Protect yourself at all times. And whatever I say, you must obey your president. This bout is for 8 rounds.
This is Baimolda. It's Temirzhan. Now this Kazakhstan guys. You don't get
Seconds out. Round 1.
Seventh bout of the night, King of the Ring Season 2 right here, brought to you live, streaming live that is, on Fight TV, and it's brought to you by Monarch Events and Promotions in conjunction with the Nigeria Boxing Board of Control. And Waliu has his work all cut out in this contest right here. He's fighting a very skillful boxer in Temirzhan, who is making his second journey to Nigeria. Of course, let's see whether he gets his decision this time around. And it's an international 6 rounds of 3 minutes each that we're looking forward to right here. And if you look at, oh, that's a big punch coming from Arogundade there. Can he score the point he needs? Temirzhan definitely felt it. And Temirzhan comes from a country where they are known as boxers. If you think about boxers like Triple G, Gennady Golovkin, you would definitely know that anybody from Kazakhstan always has the skill of great boxers, and they also have fantastic chin as well.
They've always done so fantastic when it comes to the Olympics, Commonwealth Games, Kazakhstan. They've always done so well in boxing. And so they produce boxers from the Olympics and they go professional. And this man wants to continue the legacy Kazakhstan most European countries have achieved when it comes to boxing in the world. And so what future lies ahead of this young man? Second time in Nigeria, a big opportunity for him to stake a claim in this super lightweight contest fight. A very skillful boxer, but can he bring it to the canvas? Only time will tell. Well, still early in the first round.
And so far, so good. A man who doesn't have a very good record, talking about Waliu Arogundade, is really showing some great stuff right here. And I think Temirzhan would have to do a whole lot of work if he has to take this man out. Arogundade seems to be a fighter with a strong chin and able to take quite a lot of punches. And he lunges forward a lot as well. But he needs to watch out, because any sidestep from Temirzhan with some sort of counter punch, it can put him at the wrong side of it.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a gruesome fight. The man is trying to use his energy, talking about the Nigerian Waliu Arogundade. And that will do it for the first round. Temirzhan trying to use his skill, while the Nigerian man, Waliu Arogundade, wants to use his power, use his energy. But it's going to be a 6-round fight. So who wants it more? And of course, who has the power to knock the other out? But I think when it comes to, if it goes to points, maybe the man for Kazakhstan, because they understand boxing, they understand how to make their points. I think that would be a point that can go in favor of the man for Kazakhstan, because they really study boxing in this country.
We'll wait to see, but Arogundade is showing some stuff that pointing to the fact that he could get a surprise decision. Not even decision, he'll probably get a surprise stoppage in this one. But we're going into the second round. We've got 6 rounds of this one, a lightweight contest right here. And of course, it's reaching you on Fight TV, live on Fight TV, and of course from the sports hall of the Eco Club in Surulere, Lagos. Surulere is regarded as the sports city in Nigeria, and Arogundade is still showing some stuff as well. I think Temirzhan would really have to become more aggressive. He's got the skill, but you have to be aggressive when you're fighting a fighter like Arogundade, who is gradually gaining more and more confidence. When the fight started at first, it looked like Temirzhan might be coasting, but Arogundade has found out now that his punches are causing problems for Temirzhan and slowing Temirzhan down, and he's really getting more and more confident about it.
Well, one thing I like about Temirzhan is that he doesn't waste his punches. He waits for the right time, the right opening before he lands his punches. But Arogundade just wants to come in, wants to show his energy. He might need to win this on technical knockout, the man from Nigeria. If not, I really doubt his abilities of turning the tides against Temirzhan when it comes to making vital points. Temirzhan is well schooled in boxing, how to score your points, how to step aside when you need to, how to hold your guards. So Arogundade needs to go for a technical knockout if possible, but I think that might be his only way to get victory in this one. But if it comes to scoring the points, Temirzhan is well schooled in that.
Well, I've not been too impressed with Temirzhan, to be honest. I don't think he's, like we said, he seems to be the man who will probably score points, but his punches have not been as strong as I expect them to be. So that's another thing about it. And if he doesn't take his time, he does have a strong chin. We know he's from a country where they usually have strong chin, but there's only so much a man can take. You know, if you take a lot of big punches, it could come back to haunt you at the end of it all. So we're here and we're still bringing it to you. King of the Ring Season 2, and you see Temirzhan there riding, dipping low to go past that punch, and he's not even protecting himself so much this time around. But I just hope it's not going to be a case of overconfidence. You see him dropping his hands, trying to lure his opponent, who could actually succeed in delivering some very, very great punches to him. Nice jab there coming from Temirzhan.
Some weird style from Temirzhan.
Yeah, weird style, but sometimes when you when you drop your guard, it's a way of trying to encourage your opponent to come for you. And when he does come for you, they oftentimes find themselves in trouble.
With a counter punch. That will do it. I think it's a very tactical fight. Very, very tactical fight. Still studying themselves. I don't think any boxer want to go full throttle yet, because they can't predict what the other person is cooking up in his sleeves. Third round to come. Temirzhan, very skillful boxer, but still needs to do more in terms of making his punches count, and not so much power in terms of his punches.
And the real thing there is that Arogundade keeps gaining more and more confidence, and it's only a matter of time before he's able to connect like 3 to 4 combinations. And I think if he does that, he might just rock Temirzhan. And like I said, there's a limit to how much of big punches you can take. It's obvious that Arogundade has the bigger punch between him and Temirzhan. But Temirzhan is obviously the more skillful boxer here. But sometimes, what is your skill if you cannot really make it count by, really connecting a lot of your punches?
Match number 7, second edition of the King of Rings, right here at Echo Club, courtesy Monarch Promotions and Events, of course, live on Fight TV. And now, Arogundade is still coming up with some punches.
And you see that brilliant right hook coming from Arogundade, and Temirzhan had to quickly, grab hold of his opponent. Both boxers sizing each other out. Oh, lovely quick one there coming from Temirzhan. Oh, brilliant uppercut coming from Temirzhan. That definitely rocked Arogundade, but Temirzhan needs to follow up as quickly as possible so that he can get that decision. But he's not following it up, and it's just a matter of time before Arogundade, and that is not a punch that should have been accepted. And you can see the referee there, who's definitely telling Arogundade that isn't the way to go about things.
Straight jab that time from Temirzhan, the man from Kazakhstan. Following up with a left hook.
Temirzhan needs to fight. There's so many complaints coming from him, and I'm not particularly impressed about them. he's complains to the referee and doing a whole lot of other things as well. But he should be, really chasing the really. Oh, lovely hook there, another lovely hook again, and you can see Arogundade getting frustrated about it. That's the thing about Temirzhan. He is skillful. The skill is there, but you know what? He needs to be more consistent and be able to, go for his opponent. And you see Olaifa there, the referee, handing out another warning to Arogundade, who definitely was frustrated with the display of Temirzhan earlier.
I think his tactic is wearing down Arogundade. He's trying to just wind the man up. He's just trying to tell him, you can try, but you can't get me.
It's obvious that, like you said, Arogundade's energy has dropped, and I think that is another problem that he has had in his past fights.
Wonderful that time. Well executed from Temirzhan, but Arogundade is trying to fight back, crosses him with the left hook.
You can see some level of confidence coming from Temirzhan, but I hope it doesn't, like you said earlier about at Dijat Badamosi, where confidence can turn into overconfidence just in a matter of minutes. But that's the end of the third round, and we are up for the fourth of 6 rounds right here in this international super lightweight contest, and it's between Kazakhstan's Temirzhan Baimolda up against Nigeria's Waliu Arogundade.
I think Temirzhan is trying to stay very disciplined. He's not really changing his game plan. That's one thing about the man. He's sticking to the plan, sticking to his strategy, sticking to his tactics, just staying very focused on this particular fight. He doesn't mix it up so much, but sometimes you need to mix it up. But he's not mixing it up. He's just staying strictly to his fighting style, to his fighting technique. He doesn't want to do much more than what his coaches tell him. But sometimes when you go to the ring, you come up with your own plan. You respond to the way your fighter is bringing up the game. But I think he's well schooled to fight in a certain specific way. That's what he's doing. He's sticking exactly to his training routine, his training style. He doesn't just throw punches. Body shots now from Temirzhan.
Another one there. Temirzhan is such a clean boxer, He likes to get his shots cleaning. And he has very quick hands. Oh,
an uppercut.
Brilliant uppercut there.
You could see the way he started is the same way he's still fighting. But now I think it's going too low.
Yeah, obviously, and of course, both boxers getting a warning from Tayo Olaifa there, who says that Arogundade was using his arm to actually bend the head of Temirzhan down. Temirzhan himself also dipping very low as well.
But I think I'm expecting more from the Nigerian Arogundade. I mean, you're fighting a man that's tactical, but sometimes you need to just take the fight to him. Like he's trying to do now, he needs to take the fight to him. The man is trying to stay disciplined, trying to stay tactical, but you need to take risk. Oh, now, I think he's saving the best for the last, maybe, just maybe.
Arogundade is also trying to be calculated about his punches, and I think he definitely rocked Temirzhan earlier. Oh, another quick one from Temirzhan. It's like Temirzhan catches him unawares. And,
exactly, and yet another uppercut from Temirzhan.
And it's different. Oh, lovely one there from Arogundade himself as well.
You see, that's what Arogundade needs to do. He's not a calculative boxer. He's a boxer that takes risk. So he needs to do much more of that. He cannot fight the same pattern Temirzhan is throwing at him. He's trying to play to his game plan.
He needs to try and roughen up this fight.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say.
Anything out of this, because Temirzhan is definitely skillful.
Yes, Temirzhan likes the fight to be very tactical, and sometimes Arogundade is playing to that game, and it's not working perfectly well for the Nigerian.
And that's another jab again. Temirzhan really very, very accurate in his jabs and his hooks that he's been throwing in, and they seem to be working for him. And it is really getting more and more exciting right here. And there you have it, end of that one. And we'll be heading into the penultimate round in a matter of minutes right here. So far, so good. Both boxers really giving a good account of themselves. And but I must say, from what we have seen so far, not a lot of punches thrown by Temirzhan. But to be honest, I think he should be in the lead from our commentary area here. But then, of course, it's boxing. Anything can happen. You're still watching King of the Ring Season 2, brought to you by Monarch Events and Promotions. And of course, it's reaching you in collaboration with Nigeria Boxing Board of Control. And it's right here at the Sports Hall of the Eko Club in Surulere, Lagos. Fight TV is bringing this to you online.
Round 5.
Temirzhan seems to be ready to roll, ready to go for this one. 7th bout of the night. 3 more bouts to come your way at the King of the Rings right here. Nice combination there coming from Arogundade. And that was a slip there, and Tayo Olaifa stating it categorically clear to the 3 judges. A nice uppercut there coming from Arogundade. Temirzhan always looking unperturbed even when punches come across to him. But Arogundade will not back off it, and definitely is still in here, tries to look for the killer punch. Lovely combination coming from Temirzhan, and that sends Arogundade backwards. Both boxers standing toe to toe against each other, and a bit of a clinch there. Let's see what Tayo Olaifa, the referee, decides to do. Good left and right combination coming from Temirzhan, trying to slow down his opponent. And it can be dangerous at close range like that. Talking about the Kazakhstan boxer who tries to, mix it up with some uppercuts and jabs as well.
Temirzhan seems to have slowed down a little bit. I think he's lost some of his steam. So this man now needs to take advantage of it.
But if you ask me, I think a lovely right jab there. Oh, another lovely right coming from Temirzhan, who's also tired as well. Both boxers look to be fizzling out. And there again, Temirzhan has a way of, quickly stepping in whenever the break is called to stick in those jabs straight to Arogundade. Combinations there, but that wouldn't count for much. Oh, lovely left jab there coming from, big punch there, but Temirzhan seems to have a very strong chin. He gets those punches, but he's still standing, and it looks like he's not even rocked at all.
I'm really impressed with how much he can take. I mean, he can attack, no doubt about it, but not too bad in terms of, but he's not really holding up his guard. I don't know why he makes himself very vulnerable for that counter punch.
Arogundade always has that energy, but it's about channeling the energy in a proper way to get the results that he needs. That is the real deal right here. Can he do the job in this last round coming up? We will find out in just a few minutes from now. And if you're just joining us live online on Fight TV, this is King of the Ring Season 2. King of the Ring Season 2, brought to you by Monarch Events and Promotions in conjunction with the Nigeria Boxing Board of Control. And of course, this is a international super lightweight contest reaching you from the Sports Hall of the Eko Club in Surulere, Lagos. Final round. Temirzhan looking to finish this up on a high note, but you can be sure that Waliu Arogundade will not want Temirzhan to get the result right there in front of his fans in Lagos. Temirzhan once again up to some sort of trickery that he can be up to. He's a very sneaky fighter that Arogundade needs to watch out for.
Almost turned into a street fight that time. Arogundade.
Arogundade claiming a rabbit punch coming from Temirzhan there, and also the referee warning both boxers, telling Arogundade to keep his head up and get involved in the fight.
Well, I wonder whether Temirzhan feels he's on the lead, because sometimes it seems like he's just playing for time. It's like he's just trying to wind this man down and just hold out. But you need to be sure if you're scoring. You need to be sure if the judges are scoring in your favor before you know what to do. So I don't know if he has an advantage or opportunity of knowing what the scorecard might be at the moment, because sometimes you need to fight according to how the fight is going. If you're leading, you need to just, sometimes just step aside and wind down the clock, and you know when you need to come out all offensive, try to score some points to catch up with your opponents.
So far, so good. Yeah, I think it's a bit dangerous, like you said.
Yeah.
But for me, I still think that Temirzhan has done enough to win this fight, except for the occasional, explosion coming from Arogundade. I think consistently, Temirzhan has caught the points. He may not be as powerful as you expect them to be, but he gets the jabs in every now and then, and that was a big miss there. I think he would have counted for a lot if he had scored that point.
I think if Arogundade has been consistent, he might have a chance in this fight, because he has an explosive punch. He comes out once in a while, very, very explosive, and lands great punches. But no consistency, no follow-up, no execution in terms of combination. He gets one in and just lets it off for some time.
And then you see immediately he gets one in, you see Temirzhan, Baimolda coming back for it as quickly as possible. And there you go again. Every time there's a break and every time they restart the fight, Temirzhan always gets into it. But we'll see how things go. Both boxers, hogging it out. But the fans have really enjoyed it. I think the fans have been the beneficiaries of this. Whether or not he goes to Arogundade, I'm not too sure about this. But it's a very close one. And a draw might not be far from this one as well.
Yeah, I think so. It's brute energy against tactics. Temirzhan was well, calculated, clean punches, tactical, going for the right punches. But, Arogundade was just being explosive. But the judges will really tell us where this one will go. But it seems like a draw, if you ask me, but a very close, keenly contested fight in this super lightweight fight. The judges tell us.
Temirzhan Baimolda, George Constance Chinagoro scores it 57-57. Decision majority draw.